I think that's really the biggest thing. A lot of people have messaged me asking me and saying, "Oh, so you think you're better than him?" No, I don't think I'm better than um Gideon. I think people think I'm assuming that I'm better than him, which is a wildly incorrect assumption to get from me. I don't think I'm better than pretty much anybody. But I will pull up the generative AI in the thing. So give me 1 second. Hold on. So backrooms generative AI. I spelled generative wrong, but I'm hoping they just fix it. I gotta spell this word right, or else it's not gonna pick it up. Generative AI. Oh, can't use AI for a movie. So if he's literally the best backroom filmmaker, bro doesn't need that shit. Well, you gotta understand, right? People will use backroom stuff. People will use AI even if it doesn't benefit them, right? Like you gotta grasp that. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if they're good at something. People are gonna use AI. It's a big phenomenon right now. People are using AI for everything because everybody's using AI for a lot of stuff. That's just kind of how people are at this point, right? So let's see here. Don't ask that again. Go to my extensions, get that extension away. Okay, let me just look up back rooms AI. Okay, where's the news? Blender. I thought it was generative AI. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. I'll take it back. I don't think he used. Okay, I might have misread an article, but it seems as though he didn't use it. Hold on, I gotta pull it up for the secondary chat. Secondary chat looks at nothing. Hold on, I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll take that on the chin. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm just wrong. Nope. Who was using AI? What was it? AI in movies? I saw something. No. Delware's product art goes viral because it's not AI. Talk about scary movie. I don't know about scary movie. I think I outgrew the humor of scary movie, man. I think I really outgrew the humor of scary movie because if we look at scary movie right now, verification with photo almighty is getting out of hand. They're asking every 2 months. That's annoying. It is a little annoying. Let's see. I'm not watching Matt Houston. So scary movie. I really want to analyze the scary movie and the poster. So I really want to analyze this poster. I really want to look at this for a second because this is kind of I don't know how to feel about this movie. I feel like I'm gonna watch it and not enjoy it. They brought back Doofy. That's interesting. They brought back Doofy. That's what Scary Movie 1. I don't know. Is that Chris Rock or Chris Tucker on the back top left? This looks very. It looks fake. Why this image looks really fake? Is this the real promotional thing? Is this the real thing? This looks fake, right? Am I incorrect to say that this looks fake? Movies are always awesome, but this looks something's off about this photo. I can't really pin on what it is. Something looks really off about the photo. It just looks fake. Are people pointing out that it might be AI? I'm woke, so I'm broke. Okay, man. Somebody was asking and they said, what side are the people in the movie on? What side are they on? I think they're just attacking everybody. I think it's just really doing that. I don't know. Outlines of a blonde woman's hair. Cindy? Looks strange. Can I go to the view quotes? Here it goes. Take a photo instead of editing a photo from the movie scene. Interesting. I know that's right. What a horrible thing they used to do better. Okay, that's Portuguese. This film gonna be ass. Just for screen share and poster and use cast on the poster. It's not that hard to do a Photoshop while they're all on set. This AI? Because I can't tell. Is this really this isn't the Scary Movie 6 thing. There's no way. That's not real. That's not real. That's fake. The poorly photoshopped posters are back. I feel as though it's way worse. Is it? Am I stupid? I feel like I'm dumb, right? They built. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Looks like a kid with Photoshop made it. That's pretty cool. A bad Photoshop can be worse than AI. Oh, it's just a shitty Photoshop. Okay, it looks so bad that I thought it was AI. That's how bad. FC you joined the vertical. What's cracking? Welcome to the vertical. It looks so bad. I can see your message, Jenny. It looks so bad that I thought it was AI. In the stream right now, if you want me to like, I don't care if you like the stream or not. It doesn't matter to me. That's completely worthless to anything. I don't know how to feel about scary. I don't think scary movie's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a horrible thing. Anyways, I was talking about Trump. So I just got that wrong. So every time I see something about Donald Trump, it's really confusing me. I'm a little bit confused because it's baffling to me that people think that getting people with gotchas is gonna work. So here goes Donald Trump in dementia mode.
Like it, but the numbers are the numbers speak for themselves. If you really get down, you see drug traffic coming into our country is way down, and by sea, by ocean, by the water. You know, a lot of people say, "What do you mean by sea? Is it sea like vision?" No, it's the SEA, but it's down 97%.
This is my issue with all this stuff about Trump and all this other stuff and people doing all this nonsense. I want to tell you a fun little story. Little known fact. You may not know this. In 2016, I was 20 years old. That was the first election I voted in, right? Who do you think I voted for in 2016? If you had to take a guess, who are the candidates in 2016? 2016 candidates. Who do you think I voted for in 2016? Right? Who out of these two people, who do you think I voted for in 2016? Just give me your honest guess. Who do you think I voted for? Hillary? You said Hillary? Think I voted for Hillary in 2016? Who do you think I voted for? Just curious. Just based on what you know about me. Hillary? Why do you think I voted for Hillary? Why do you think I voted for Hillary? Just give me a guess. Why do you think I voted for Hillary? Why do you think? What would your be? Neither. No, I voted. I definitely voted. Trump, I hate that man. Sorry. I just want to hear it in not a weird way. Oh, it's okay. It's understandable. Did you go third party Trump because the Dems were ineffective? Real estate mogul does not sound very good. Wait, did Vermin Stream run that year? I voted for Trump in 2016. I don't know if you know that. I voted for Trump in 2016. Now, why do you think I, in 2016, 10 years ago, voted for Trump? Why do you think I did that? Why do you think I, as a black man, voted for Trump? Why do you think I voted for Trump in 2016? I'm just curious about the consensus here of what people thought. Because you were stupid. See, you're speaking. Now you're understanding what I'm saying. You're endless. You're understanding. See, you're understanding what I'm saying. Endless is understanding what's going on here. Endless is understanding. Oh yeah, 100%. I was 20 years old. 10 years ago, I'm 30 now. 10 years ago, 100%. 100%. Oh, I did. Reparations? Because you like the color orange. Economy? No, dude. Okay, this is really important, right? This is super important. Because he seemed like an opinion queer guy and didn't seem as dangerous. Not even a little bit. You guessed right, Chris. This is important. No, this is very important. I got to point this out. Maybe you were more educated than you are now. I didn't. Let me show you I'm gonna show you the first thing I ever saw about politics. I'm gonna show you the first thing I ever saw about politics. I saw this in history earlier. I watched a lot of food videos. I'm gonna show you the first thing. You got to see my history. You can see what I watch on YouTube. There's a tentacle right here. You can see what I watch on YouTube. A lot of drama stuff. I'm gonna show you the first thing I ever saw. This is the first thing I ever saw.
Cruz's wife ugly.
First thing I ever saw about politics was this.
Not only did Trump call Ted Cruz's wife ugly, he baselessly linked Cruz's father to JFK's assassination. And yet,
you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
So will you support him as the nominee?
That was like the first thing I saw was the Zodiac killer's wife. Sorry, the Zodiac killer's wife, and Trump was calling the Zodiac. This is important. The Zodiac killer's wife was getting called a pig by Donald Trump. I just want to point out it was a shitty edit for sure by Lone Star. I don't know why I put out that one specifically. There's a much better video. I can find a significantly better video. I saw a genuinely better video earlier. I don't even know why I'm using that one in particular. I have a lot of garbage here, a lot of nonsense here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Ted Cruz. I could just look up Ted Cruz. It wasn't that long ago that I saw the video. Here it goes.
Perhaps a new low in the race for president. The focus turning to the wives of two of the Republican candidates. Senator Ted Cruz coming out swinging today, blasting Donald Trump for a retweet with pictures of the two wives side by side and the comments made about Cruz's wife. Trump had already threatened to, quote, spill the beans on Heidi Cruz after an image of Melania Trump was used in an ad supporting Cruz. ABC's Tom Llamas on the campaign trail for us again tonight.
Tonight, an enraged Ted Cruz looking right into our camera to deliver this message to Donald Trump.
Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
The Texas Senate.
So this was my first stint into politics ever. This was 10 years ago. This was 2016, and I remember I was staying in a studio. In Vegas. I was staying in a studio in Vegas, and I was staying with a hooker at the time. And she was, no, not a hooker. She was a stripper, but she also did like side prostitute stuff. So I was staying with her at the time, right? And this is very important to the entire confines of the story. I was 18. I got kicked out of my mom's house for selling illicit substances. So I just got done marrying a 90-year-old lady, and I had just gotten all of her assets. So I had like $200,000 on me. I was very depressed, just lost my wife, and I ended up selling like all of her house and giving money away to all my friends. I had like $20,000 out of the $200,000 because I just kept spending money like crazy. So this is very important for the context of the story, because you may not know this. I was such an ignorant nigga back then. I was so ignorant. So I have my Dodge Challenger. I drive all the way to the desert, all the way to Vegas. Drive all the way to Vegas. I don't want to get away from everybody. Just want to get away, right? This is very important. Now, I turn on it's my year to vote, right? I'm like 20 years old. It's my year to vote. I turn on the news, boom, and I see Donald Trump called Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer. I was on Tumblr, so they kept calling Ted Cruz the Zodiac Killer. I was like, what? He's a Zodiac Killer? That's crazy. That's all I saw. So I'm witnessing, like, behind this, I'm witnessing this, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the funniest man I've ever seen. This is the funniest man I ever seen. This is maybe the funniest person ever. But I didn't know anything about him, right? So I look up Donald Trump. In 2016, you look up Donald Trump, you know what pops up? Home Alone. And I said, oh, he was in Home Alone? I love Home Alone. And I didn't remember the movie. I thought he was like the dad in Home Alone. I didn't know where he popped up in Home Alone, but I thought he was the dad in Home Alone. So I'm like, oh, he's an actor. That's cool. I didn't know actors could just run for president. And they said he had no military and he had no political background, like, at all. And I said, oh, he sounds hilarious. I think he'd be the meme boat. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. But then he said something crazy, right? He said something crazy. This is what I saw. I'm going to show you what I saw. This is exactly where is it at? I'm gonna find it right quick. Donald Trump, what have you got to lose? It was this clip. I saw this on the news, and I thought everybody was lying to me. Here it goes.
No group in America has been more harmed by Hillary Clinton's policies than African Americans.
Now, this is important. My brother was at this rally. Because we're in Michigan. This was in Demondale, Michigan. I'm in Detroit. Demondale to Detroit, that's not that far. It's not that far at all. It's like 3 hours, maybe, something like that. So this is important.
No group. If Hillary Clinton's goal was to inflict pain on the African American community. She could not have done a better job. It's a disgrace. Tonight, I'm asking for the vote of every single African American citizen in this country who wants to see a better future. Look how much African American communities have suffered.
So I wasn't with him. I was like, he's just pandering to black people. Because, you know, all I hear is people pander to black people, right? What's up, Janice? Hey, I'll answer your question, Pepe. I want to point this out. All I heard was people pandering to black people. And I got to point this out. All that I knew was white performative liberals. And this is what really set it off for me. People kept telling me, it was specifically this sentence. It was this sentiment. I'm going to describe it for you. I love black people so much. I hate white people so much. I'm white and I hate myself. I'm gross because I'm white and I'm evil. But I love dogs. And I love black people as much as I love dogs. So I'm like, okay, man. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm hearing like white liberal stuff, and I want to point this out. I was not this. I was not this guy. I was a gangbanger, man. I'm not gonna try to bullshit you. I was a Crip. Like, I was a Crip. I don't know what to tell you. I was a Crip. I was just cripping around, just doing Crip shit. So like, I'm a stupid, ignorant nigga. I'm just dumb, right? I was just dumb, and I hear this. This is what made me be like, I'm voting for Trump. Right about here. Observe this.
Under Democratic control. To those I say the following. What do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed. What the hell do you have to lose?
You let the AI wallpapers win? Brother, what the hell are you talking about? Hair down, Mark, what do you mean? Are you talking about the thing I made? I'm sorry. You talking about the thing I made? I made this. Hold on. Are you talking about the thumbnail I made? Give me 1 second. One moment. That's the wrong thing. Are you talking about this right here that I made? No, I'm just curious. Just look. I just want you to really look at it, right? What is AI about this? I just want to know. Is it because of the filter over my hair, or what? What is? Because I spent a lot of time on this, right? So I'm kind of curious. I spent a lot of time on this, right? What AI? What is AI about this? If I could be so bold to say, oh, hold up a second. I gotta go to the other thing too. I gotta pull up on the other chat too. 1 second. I just want to know. The lighting? Brother, I use a Snapchat filter. I use a Snapchat filter. Like, I actively use my phone. Here's how I made the photo, right? Here's how I made this. This photo is a thing I use in my thumbnails a lot. This middle one. I use a Snapchat filter. I took a picture on my phone of their faces and put the comic book filter and then sent the photo to myself to put into Photopea. That's it. That's about it. Based on the image, I put it on Snapchat. I put the image in Snapchat, brother. That's what I did. I don't know what to tell you. I just put it in Snap. Like, I can explain my entire process. I wish I still had the Photopea file, actually. If I still have the Photopea file, like this, I go here, right? This is crazy. This is what I'll do. I'll show you bar for bar how I'll make a thumbnail and people will say it's AI. This is what kills me. So, right, I will Oh my god, I'm just about to do some bullshit here. Hold on. This is because this has been agitating me for a hot fucking second. Right? So let's say I grabbed like I don't fucking know. These two images, right? Boom. Right? These two. Right? Just two regular images, right? And then I do like I have an image like right here, and then I'll upscale it, and then I'll put a and this is where it gets shifty here, right? I'll do this, and then I'll put a stroke around it. Now then people will say, "Oh, this is AI. This must be AI." This is the part that's pissing me off. You just watch me fucking do that, right? And then what I used to do is Helvecta, but people think Helvecta is fucking AI for some reason because it's so easy for me to just increase the scaling right here, right? This is how easy it is for me to make a fucking thumbnail, by the way. This is the extent at which I make a thumbnail. I'm not using inner shadow because whenever I use inner shadow, people say it's AI and it's pissing me to fuck off. So, boom, this is bad, right? Then I increase it. Hold up a second. I do the free transform right here. Then I slightly tilt it, and then boom. Boom. That's like the whole thumbnail, right? But because for a while, right, I would put Helvecta in different things. I would sometimes do something like, I don't know, I would make this red, right? And then I would make this fucking white. I'll make this white, right? And then I would move it up. I would move it up right about here. And then people would complain because I would put like inner shadow and gloss over it. And people would be like, the gloss is AI. Lower the contrast. I would put like inner shadow and glow and do all this other stuff on it. And the more effects I add, the closer it looks to AI because it looks oversaturated. I put gradients. I color grade it and do all this stuff. And I do the pattern display and the outer glow and all this other shit. And I put the black drop shadow on it. And it's just me clicking fucking buttons in the video editing app. Right? And then people would be like, oh, the text looks AI. I can tell the text is AI or something. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or if I need to increase the image quality of this, right? I'll take a picture. I'll take a picture on my fucking phone, right? I have Snapchat downloaded, right? I'll take a picture on my phone with Snapchat, right? And Snapchat has a bunch of filters you can use for your face. So I go to my face and I do this, right? Or like this. Right? You see this? You can just take a Snapchat photo and it's like a Pokemon thing. You can just do that on Snapchat. There's also a bunch of other filters on Snapchat. You can just do that. You can just do... Hold up a second. Let me get the face in here. Let me get the face. Let me get something else. Where are we at? You can just look up comic filters or something. You can put filters on Snapchat. There are filters you can add from the photo. So I take a photo on my phone, Snapchat it, because it's a lot of effort, because I can't download Snapchat on my computer. So I take the photo of the thing on Snapchat. I take the photo of the thing on Snapchat, and then I would grab it, send it to myself, save it, send it to myself in a Snapchat message to myself, because I don't have filters downloaded on my computer. I would send that to myself afterwards. After sending that to myself, I then plug it into the thing. But everybody says, no, bro, this looks AI, bro. This is fucking AI. You don't know what the fuck AI looks like. Right? Right? I put effort. I spent 15 minutes on a thumbnail one day, and people said, this looks like shit. I can tell you plugged in into AI. Go to hell. Just agitating the shit out of me. So I just been fucking not doing that now. I've just been fucking doing nonsense. Right? I've just been doing regular fucking thumbnails now. I've been doing the most brain dead. Every one of my fucking thumbnails look the same now. I don't feel like putting any effort in anymore. I refuse. I genuinely fucking refuse. I just do basic thumbnails now. That's all I'm doing. That's all I choose to do. And now I finally put effort into a thumbnail where I got the JJK template and I have the thing and I have the anime photos and I spent a lot of time on it. And people come in and say, that looks AI, brother. Motherfucker, let me try to do great. Let me be great. Let me be great. Is that fair to say to let me be great? Right? And you know what's crazy? This thumbnail. People are like, this looks AI. Something's off about your face. Right? Like that's the part that fucking kills me, man. It kills me. It kills me. It fucking kills me that I try. I'm trying. Fuck. Like, right, I'm doing my best, dude. The fuck me, man. Anyways, enough about me complaining. Let me explain why 2016 I was a worthless fucking idiot. Buy people clicks on the vidIQ AI thumbnail. What's up? And saw that you were live. Hey there, what's going on? Okay. You cool random bullshittery. The way I make your thumbnail, I know what AI looks like because I tried. It looks like shit, but people buy clicks on vid AI get your thumbnail. What's up? My thumb. Which thumbnail? Which thumbnail? What are you talking about? Your thumbnail's on AI? I was confused. Let me get you mad like that. Be great. I'm not gonna lie to you here. This is so important. People think I'm very calm and reasonable, right? People think I'm wildly calm and reasonable. I'm not calm or reasonable, right? When I'm grandstanding, but I'll give you an example, right? I'll give you an example. This is me talking to myself. So I'm coalescing on the idea and the fact of the matter that people are agitated by very simple provocations. It's agitating to see that people are so inept when it comes to just getting tilted by people online, because that's the rage bait economy. That's the economy that people actively encourage because they like the reaction. They like seeing people get heated or angry because they can clip that moment, and that clip can get them views and clicks, and then they can get more people in their live stream, and that creates this economy where people are just faking authenticity, and it's just disgusting to witness, and I hate that. And it sounds like I fucking scripted that, didn't it? It sounds like I scripted that, but that's me talking to myself. That's me talking to myself. So all the time, whenever I speak to myself, I am so calm and reasonable when I'm not having a conversation with anybody. If I'm not talking to somebody, great, right? But if you piss me off and you expect me to be the bigger person, hell no. I'm not the bigger person, right? I'm not. If you came here thinking that I was the bigger person, I'm not the bigger person. I'm not a good person. I will drag people through the mud and death and high water. I will do that every day of the week. I promise you I will. It's okay, Hair Darmouth. It's okay. Like, you expect me to be calm and reasonable when so many people come in here and say, bro, get your hair cut. Bro, get dreads. Bro, you look gay because your nails are painted. I'm going crazy. Right? I'm going nuts. I'm going fucking psychotic. There's no universe in which I'm being reasonable. Why would I do that? What do I gain from that? You know what I'm saying? You should, it doesn't matter if they insult you. You have such a big platform. And I will ruin your life is what will happen. And you will lose, and I will find where you are. And you will come to Detroit, Michigan, or I will come to you. I have so much free time. I will go nuts is what will happen. I am schizoaffective. You have do not test me. I used to be a gangbanger. I have a criminal record. I'm not, if you agitate me to the point where you're just doing it over and over again, you are not safe. You are not safe. You aren't safe. I have Indian niggas that will find you, right? You get that? You picking up what I'm putting down? Like, it's, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what y'all on about, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all want me to be this reasonable man all the time. I'm understanding, but I'm not reasonable, right? Because this is the most important thing you're ever going to learn about me. I have two positive qualities. I have two positive qualities. That's all that I got. Two. One of the two positive qualities are, I am fun and I am kind. That's it. You don't know how to feel? Whoa, that's a lot of stuff there. My fiance just walked out, just got bad news about my health last year, so now I'm chronically ill with a fiance I just walked out. That is horrifying. I'm just fun and kind. That's it. That's all I am. That's it. Zeros knows Indian people. I love Indian people. I love Indian people. I might be the only person on the internet that doesn't disrespect Indian people. I love Indian people. They're my goats. I respect them. I saw this video of them having a festival throwing shit, and I was like, I want to be a part of that festival. I think that's fun. You know how fun it would feel to throw a handful of shit? I want to feel like a monkey. That feels fun as fuck. That'd be great. People were like, oh, that's racist. That's not everybody in India. If I can find that one village, I have a fun time. That seems fun to me. That seems fun to me. I don't know what y'all on about. That seems fun as hell. Y'all talk about this. I don't give a fuck. I would love to just grab a handful of shit and throw it at somebody. That's fun as hell. That'd be great. Just personally, I read the caption. It's an interesting topic. I'll click with the reason why I click this shit. I love hearing you talk. No, that thumbnail. Not because of thumbnail. Appreciate you. I need it. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. What's about anybody? The food is great. Chicken tikka masala goes crazy. Someone commented it one time and said, I don't know about tikka masala. Oh, sorry. We got to get back to this, right? This is the reason in 2016 why I voted for Trump, right? He said this.
America must reject the bigotry of Hillary Clinton, who sees communities of color.
Think you better than West Side? I think East Side better than everybody. East Side till I die. Is that chicken tiki like a couple days ago? Let's go. But yeah, this is why I'm just pointing out. This is why I voted for Trump in 2016. This was 10 years ago, by the way. I want to point this out. So after that, after I voted for Trump, and I want to explain why it's so important that you're never gonna gotcha a Trump supporter. This is very important. This is the most important thing ever, right? What's your story about? We're talking about right now why I voted for Trump in 2016. And then we're getting into some drama about Trump and right now about the war. And then we'll get into other topics. But I want to point this out. This is very, very, very important. Right? All that I knew about Hillary Clinton was that her husband, Bill Clinton, got sucked off by Monica Lewinsky. Right? I want you to understand where I was at. All that I knew about politics was that Bill Clinton lost his presidency because he got sucked off by Monica Lewinsky. Right? What I knew about Trump, he was at home alone, and he said, man, what do you black people got to lose? You guys suck. You're in poverty, 58%, bro. Let me help you. Let me figure out what's going on. You guys, and no one's ever said that. No one's ever said that. No one said that. Like, him saying this was crazy. No one said that. Right? Right. This is important.
By trying something. To those I say the following. What do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose? I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good. You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed.
This was such a crazy thing to hear in 2016, right? And then what I heard from this shit, Pokemon Go to the polls. This shit.
So what we want is for more young people to be supported and mentored in getting those skills at community colleges, at apprenticeships run by labor unions and businesses.
Hey, dude.
Because we're going to have a lot of jobs from building infrastructure to coding, creating new apps. I don't know who created Pokemon Go.
You see her hyping herself up before it, though? Hold on. Hold on. No, hold up a second.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go.
You see that smile? You see the cynical smile beforehand? Just, I'm about to drop a fucking banger. Like, she felt so much energy. She was like, I'm about to drop a fucking banger. I'm about to drop the greatest banger of all time. You can just feel her getting, like, revving up the energy, the crowd. People, there's basically nothing but women in the crowd. You can feel it. You can feel it. And then,
but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Right? That makes zero sense to me. That's insane. That's insane. I just did that like on a realistic note, would it have been amazing to have a woman president? It would have been absolutely phenomenal to have a woman president. But like to be fair, when I was 20, the only the only two good women in my life, one of them died. It was my ex-wife. She was 90 years old. She died. And then the only other woman I really knew in my life that I cared about was a stripper I was staying with. She was scamming men. So that was like really it, right? I want you to really understand where I was at 20 years old. So I vote for Trump. Trump wins the election. People are crying on live TV. And people are saying Trump is racist. He's a misogynistic pig and he's sexist. Here's what was going on for me, right? I was working at Walmart and everything was pretty cheap. And also I want to point out for 2 of those years, I was going through a court case where I was tried for murder, and I got charged with legal insanity. So that happened there. So I was a criminal. I couldn't vote in the next election because I was a criminal in Michigan. Couldn't do anything. So I got charged with legal insanity. So I couldn't do anything, right? So I don't know. So that happened with me there, right? I got charged with legal insanity. Yeah, I didn't explain this story. I should probably explain. This isn't making any sense. After I came from Vegas, I got trapped in the desert with this old veteran named Dylan. He was racist. He had a KKK membership card. He was a Cyclops. Let me show you what a Cyclops is. Probably don't know what a Cyclops is. Cyclops in the KKK. Now, a Grand Cyclops, right? There's a in the Ku Klux Klan. There's the titles of vocabulary. In the Cyclops, right? There's Nighthawks and Grand Turks and Grand Sentinels and Grand Magi's, and there's a Grand Cyclops. He was a Grand Cyclops. He was a Grand Cyclops. You probably don't know what a Grand Cyclops. He was in the desert. He was a Grand Cyclops. He was a wildly racist man, and he got his crotch blown off. He had a mail order bride from Thailand, and I slept with his wife, and he watched. So this is very important. I gotta point this out. He watched while I slept with his wife. He couldn't use his little downstairs member. He taught me how to dry farm. If you don't know what dry farming is, I was in the desert. He taught me how to dry farming. You probably don't know what dry farming is. So dry land farming is this. It's dry farming. It's how you farm in the desert. Set of techniques and management practices when you have limited water available. So that's important. And I'm giving you like so much lore right now, but this is just to get to the main point. So he gave me a car after about 3 months of me staying there with Dylan, right? I'm trying to rush through this right quick. So you can send me an email, Pepe. So after that, I'm sleeping with his wife for like 3 months, and we're hanging out, and he gives me his old car. It's a muscle car, it's a Dodge Challenger, and I leave, right? And I become homeless again. I drive from that area in Vegas. I become homeless again because I wasted all the money. I wasted all the money I had from my first marriage because she died, right? I wasted all that money. So after I waste all that money, I'm like homeless behind a bakery. An Amish nigga owns the bakery. Amish nigga says, I can get you a job, but you got to work on the farm. You cool with that? I said, I'd love to have a job if you can give me some housing. I need to figure out how to get a house. I don't want to be homeless. It's about to get cold outside. He said, okay. So I stayed with Jebby. Call my nigga Jebby. He had a Tesla and a horse. He drove his Tesla into town, and on the outskirts of his Amish community, he rode his horse into town. He had a furniture store and a bakery in Michigan. So I'm chilling with Jebby. I'm staying on his farm. I stay there for 3-4 months. I get kicked out of Amish village because I slept with all the women. I just had sex with all the women. So I got kicked out of that area, right? That's what happened to me. Now, it sounds like I'm saying a bunch of crazy nonsense, but then Jebby is about to get me a place, right? Jebby's got to get me a place because he can't have me in the community sleep with all the women because they never seen a black person before, essentially, right? They see me and they're like, oh, you have hair like sheep's wool. So that I get kicked out. So I'm chill. I'm minding my black business, right? I'm doing my best. I get kicked out, and I go to Legends Strip Club. I go to Legends Strip Club, right? Legends Strip Club is in downtown Detroit. I get jumped outside Legends Strip Club. I retaliate. These niggas get wildly damaged. 2 of them lose their life because I retaliated. I'm on trial for this shit for like fucking 6 months. It's not a big case. Not many people really care about it. It's not the biggest case on the planet. Nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody cares about me. I get charged with legal insanity. I have to have a community service, and I get a slap on the wrist, basically. My pro bono lawyer was really good. After that, right after that whole shebango happened, COVID hit. Right? COVID hit. So COVID hits, right? And I'm in Toledo. Like it's I'm like asexual, but I just don't care about sex. COVID hit. So COVID hit, and I'm like, okay, I need a place. I go to Toledo, minding my black business, going crazy, right? I'm in Toledo. I'm staying downtown Toledo off like Bancroft Street or something. So right, I'm in Bancroft Street, and I don't know. I had no idea about Trump. I didn't know what was going on with Trump, right? I didn't know what was going on with Trump. I had no clue. I couldn't picture. I didn't know anything about what's going on with the economy. I had no idea. Because I had just been through so much. So I'm like, okay, I got my studio. And then I get a TV, I turn on news, and Trump is talking about you can eat hand sanitizer or something. What did he say about hand sanitizer? Something about you can eat hand sanitizer. Trump, hand sanitizer. Hey there, how's it going? Hand sanitizer. Trump, hand sanitizer, COVID. Something like that. He did something about hand sanitizer. Yeah, he said this.
Thank you very much. So I asked Bill a question that probably some of you are thinking of if you're totally into that world, which I find to be very interesting. So supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that has him in check, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin
I'm sorry this is so loud. I apologize. It probably is loud as hell.
or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that?
So he's talking about injecting in it. I don't know what's going on here, right? And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I just said that didn't make any sense. Right? I remember this. I was like, I had thought that I was in psychosis. When he said this, I thought he was in psychosis. I thought I was in psychosis. Because I just got diagnosed with legal insanity. So I'm like, am I permanently stuck inside? Can I no longer distinguish reality at all? Because I'm looking at my court hearing, right? And it says I have legal insanity. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I can't figure out. There's no way he's saying it's in real life. Right? I had no idea. That this was real. I'm panicking. I'm genuinely like panicking. And that your views and opinions are very interesting. Well articulated, like great content. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So, and also about the me having sex with a bunch of Amish women and me being asexual, I want to point this out. I am asexual. I don't like sex. I don't. I'm not a fan of it at all. But I know that sex is a way to communicate with people and it's how you connect to people. So I have it because I need to be human. That's just realistic. I don't enjoy the act. I still get the feeling. I just don't like the act. Right? Can we talk about that? Yeah, why are you here? You didn't even graduate high school? I have 3 bachelor degrees. I have 3 bachelor degrees. I have 3 bachelor degrees. Do you get an impulse to masturbate? No, not really, no. I do get the feeling, and I want it to go away. I hate the feeling. It is the most intimate thing. I didn't even graduate high school. I got 3 bachelors. Don't disrespect me in my chat. I will ban you. I got 3 bachelors. What's wrong with you? I got human sciences, communications, and business technologies. I graduated from the University of Toledo. Don't ever disrespect me in this chat. Ever. Don't do that. As I was saying, I think my wife's home. As I was saying, I was, what was I doing? So I was like, man, this is weird. And then, like, I think before or after this, he announced the stimulus checks. So he's talking about the stimulus checks. And I'm like, oh, shit. Do we actually get paid? That'd be cool. And I see my bank account. I got paid, I think it was like $1,600 or $2,000, something like that. I'm like, oh, damn. And then everybody got laid off. My job got laid off. Everybody had to go home. Nobody could work. So I'm like, oh, shit. Nobody can work. Everybody got laid off. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. So I'm real happy that we getting paid from the government. I'm getting like, oh my God, I was getting like, what, $2,100 a week? I was getting crazy money. That was nuts. I was just doing nonsense. I was hanging out with my friends. They had to come over. One of my friends always wore a mask. Life was good. Life was really good. I was having a good time. And I thought all that, I was door dashing. Gas was $1.98. I was like, damn, Trump the best president we ever had. That was literally my thought process. And everybody kept telling me, oh, he's doing all this horrible stuff. He's hurting things. It's crazy. I was like, huh? What you mean? What? No, this brother helped me out, and he's doing great. I'm having a great time. What's wrong with y'all? He hates women. Okay, but so does every man in America. I don't understand. This isn't new. This isn't new news to me. I don't understand what's going on. So I'm confused. And then I'm like, oh, cool, okay. And then up until literally I was like kind of diehard MAGA for like a long time. Not gonna lie, like all through that 2016 through like 2020, the COVID era, I was like, man, MAGA's pretty cool. He cool dude. I just thought Trump was cool. Like really, that's really all I knew. I didn't look at politics. I didn't watch the news. I just saw results, right? I'm a very people think politics is logical. It's not true. Politics is emotional. That's all it is. Politics is very emotional. So that's what it was. That's it. Very emotional for me. So after that happened, right? After that happened, I'm like, cool. So what's up with January 6th? January 6th happened. You guys know about January 6th. January 6th happened. And if you just look up January 6th, it is the Capitol attack. I'm like, oh, he's crazy. This is a cult. Like, it took this for me to understand that, oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. Oh, man. That was, That's horrible. Like, it's the worst thing ever. Has the rock collection? I wish I did. This was the exact moment I was like, oh, he's crazy. Then I talked to my brother, and he was like, yeah, Trump been crazy, man. He's horrible. And CJ told me my brother CJ told me all this stuff. He showed me all this stuff. I was like, oh, he's really bad. He's like evil. Okay. And then I couldn't vote because I was a convicted felon. I couldn't vote. So I was like, oh, dang. Well, I guess I better not. So I started actually during Biden's presidency, I started learning about actual politics, and that's where I began to like learn. I took like political classes, small electives in my community college to learn more about political sciences. I don't have a degree in political science, but I do have credit hours in political science just to get a better understanding because I value education, and I wanted to learn more. So that's what I wanted to do. I was confused. I just thought he was funny. I should make a video about this. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. My wife is home, and she's been gone for a minute, and I kind of want to talk to her. So I will be back tomorrow. If you're curious about a stream schedule, I kind of don't have one. I'm sorry about that. I kind of stream anytime after 8:30 EST, I guess. After my last video gets uploaded, please go watch my latest video. Go like the video. Please comment your favorite grilled cheese recipe. Actually, if you're in this video chat right now, go to my last YouTube video and comment your favorite grilled cheese recipe right now. If you can do that, I'd appreciate that. That's what I appreciate that. But I want to go hang out with my wife because we're going through stuff right now and I want to deal with that. So please, do that. Have a lovely night wherever you're at. I'll try my best to be back tomorrow. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. I'm out. Peace. Bye.